we're now going to just move on and just have a little bit of fun just before we wrap things up completely. You are all brilliant English speakers, but I'd like to pose a test for you using Kahoot and to see how well you know your English idioms. You'll need your mobile phone or to load Kahoot.it on this. So the idea is that I will show you some well-known phrases in English, and you will be given 4 options as to what they mean, and you have to click on which one you think is the correct answer. Here's your first one. Do you know your English phrases? English is full of funny idioms, but how many do you know? Here goes. So is it to recognize distress in a horse, to understand animals, to hear gossip from your neighbor, or to hear information from someone who has personal knowledge of the matter? So if you hear something straight from the horse's mouth. Okay, so 10 people got that one right.
Yeah.
And 1 person didn't. So yes, it's to hear information from someone who has personal knowledge. And there we go. Tom is leading. What does it mean if you let the cat out of the bag? You take your cat to the vet, you disclose a secret by mistake, to lose your cat, or to withdraw quickly. Click on which one you think it is. Yes. Oh, you're good. 11, yes. 11 people got it right. So Sylvia is in the lead, but not by much. And Gozo, you're the highest climber. Next one. What does it mean to let sleeping dogs lie? Never wake up someone who's asleep. Don't interfere with the situation in case you make it worse. Don't waste electricity, or just to have a lazy day. So 7 people got it right. Don't interfere with the situation in case you make it worse. And yeah, I mean, it could be, but no, afraid not. It's not to have a lazy day. Next one. What does it mean to go on a wild goose chase? To get lost in the countryside, a hopeless search for something unattainable, a goose has run off with your sandwiches, or to leave a place quickly. What do you think? 9 people got it right. A hopeless search for something unattainable. What does it mean if you say this music's an earworm? I've got an itchy ear. The music makes me feel emotional and sad. It's too loud. Or it's a catchy piece of music that repeats in your mind after hearing it. 10 people got it right. Yes, it's a catchy piece of music that keeps repeating in your mind. You just can't lose it after you've heard it. What does it mean to bite off more than you can chew? To have indigestion, to put on a lot of weight, to try to do something that's just too difficult, or to walk too fast? Yeah, all 11 people got it right. Well done. You're too good. Tom, you got 6 in a row. What does it mean when you say pigs might fly? The pigs are escaping. Your ideas are wonderful. The insects might bite, or something cannot or will never happen. Yeah, and again, all 11 got it right. Absolutely. You say it when something can't or will never happen. What does it mean if you say someone kicks the bucket? They're noisy, they're accident prone, they die, they go to sleep. Okay, perhaps a little slightly more difficult, this one. It actually means to die if someone kicks the bucket, which is a really weird one. I'm afraid only 5 people got that one right. And 5 players lost their answer streak of 7. Oh no, but they're still high scoring. Moving on. What does it mean if you say it's raining cats and dogs? To win a large sum of money, there's rain and sunshine at the same time, it's raining heavily, or to be lucky in life. Oh God, that went quickly. So we got 9 people saying it's raining heavily, which is right, and just 2 missed out. What does it mean if someone says to you, Bob's your uncle? It's an explanation, meaning, and there it is, or it's done. Or everyone should have an uncle like Bob. Or something is very obvious. Or it's an exclamation when you're really shocked. It is an exclamation, meaning, and there it is, or it's done. Bob's your uncle. So I've just made a cake. Bob's your uncle. It's there, it's done. So that was slightly harder. It's not something you hear that often, to be honest. But it is still used. Tom is still way out in front, and Sana, you've regained your position of number 2. What if someone says, put a sock in it? It's a phrase used to tell someone to be quiet, a phrase used to warn someone of an accident, used to tell someone they've got a hole in their shoe, or a phrase used to say you're sorry. It's a phrase used to tell somebody to be quiet. It's quite rude. If somebody turns around and says, put a sock in it, then it's not really a very nice way of telling someone that you've had enough and you want them to be quiet. But you do hear kids using it. The last few now. What's it mean if somebody says the lights are on but no one's at home? The house is very ghostly and spooky. You're wasting electricity. Although someone seems normal, they're stupid or useless. So an insult. Or you're not getting enough sleep. So 7 people have got it right. So what does it mean if somebody is under the weather? They feel ill, they feel unhappy, they feel confused, or they feel worried. So we've got, yes, it means to feel ill. So that was a harder one. But if you just say, I'm feeling a bit under the weather, it doesn't mean you feel really badly ill, but you're just not feeling good. You're feeling like you might be developing a cold or something like that. Muzzy, you're climbing. You're up 4 places.
I've been terrible today with answering.
Last 2. What does it mean if somebody flies off the handle? Does it mean they break a door handle? To be distracted by something? They've lost their temper? Or they're a dreamer? It means to lose your handle. It means to lose your temper. So if somebody flies off the handle, it means they're really quick at losing their temper. Yeah, their sort of anger is very close to the surface. So Tom got 6 in a row, closely followed by Sana, yeah, some high scores here. The last 2, what does it mean to spill the beans? To cause an accident, to eat something you don't like, to be careless, or to reveal secret information unintentionally. 9 people got that one right. Yes, it means that if you spill the beans, it just means that you didn't mean to, but you've told something that was told to you in confidence, and you've shared it without realizing, without meaning to. Somebody spills the beans. Tom got 7 answers in a row, and we're now on the very last question. What does it mean if somebody says it's the best thing since sliced bread? So it could be something's a wonderful invention, something's very modern, something's terrible invention, or something's very old. It means something's a wonderful invention. And there's actually a radio program in the UK called Sliced Bread, and they look at new inventions and see whether they're worth having. So yes, that was our very last question. So who's on the podium? Muzzy's number 3, And then Sana, you've come second and first. Ta-da! Round of applause. Tom, bravo. You all did brilliantly, and I tried to outwit you by some of the phrases, but I couldn't do it.